Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're looking at something that blends nostalgia with cutting-edge performance, the rebirth of an American icon, the 2026 AMC Javelin. This isn't just a tribute car. This is a bold reimagining of what the Javelin would be if AMC had survived into the modern muscle era, and after spending some time with it, I can tell you it's one of the most exciting revivals we could have hoped for. From the moment you see it in person, the presence is undeniable. It's longer, wider, and more sculpted than the original, but still carries those signature lines that made the Javelin instantly recognizable in the early 70s. Up front, the fascia has a sharp, modern aggression. The split grille is framed by slim LED headlights with a daytime running light signature that almost feels like a wink to the classic dual lamp design. The hood bulge is functional, feeding air into the beast under the hood, and the way the front splitter sits low to the ground makes it look ready to pounce. Walk along the side, and you see a profile that's pure muscle, long hood, short rear deck, and that fastback roofline that flows into the tail. The flared wheel arches are filled with staggered 20-inch forged alloys, wrapped in sticky performance. Rubber, the character line runs with a subtle rise over the rear haunches, just enough to give it that coiled muscle look. At the rear, the designers really played with nostalgia. There's a full-width LED light bar broken into 3 signature segments on each side, just like the originals but modernized. The bumper tucks neatly under a small ducktail spoiler, and twin exhausts sit wide apart, letting you know this isn't a hybrid pretending to be a muscle car. It's the real deal. Stepping inside, the cabin hits you with a blend of retro personality and modern tech. The seats are deeply bolstered but finished in a mix of leather and suede, stitched in a pattern inspired by the original AMX trim. The dash has a driver-centric sweep with a fully digital gauge cluster that can mimic old-school analog dials or switch to a modern performance display with G-meters, lap timers, and boost gauges. The center screen is large but integrated so it doesn't look like a tacked-on tablet, and the physical switches beneath it give you that satisfying tactile click every time you change a setting. The flat-bottom steering wheel feels solid in. The hands, wrapped in perforated leather, and the paddle shifters are metal, not plastic. Even the start-stop button has a bit of theater. It pulses red like a heartbeat before the engine roars to life. Speaking of that roar, the Javelin gives you options, but the one we tested came with the top-tier supercharged 6.2-liter V8. It's an evolution of the Hellcat motor, pushing 807 horsepower to the rear wheels through either an 8-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. Yes, they kept the manual alive, and yes, it's every bit as mechanical and satisfying as you'd hope. 0 to 60 happens in just 3.3 seconds, and the quarter-mile flashes by in the high 10s if you've got the tires warm. But this isn't just a drag strip bruiser. With adaptive magnetic suspension, big Brembo brakes, and multiple drive modes, it can carve a mountain road without feeling like a boat. Put it in track mode, and the steering sharpens, the throttle response quickens, and the exhaust opens up into a full-on battle cry. In comfort mode, it settles down, soaking up bumps better than you'd expect from something with this much muscle. On the highway, the cabin stays quiet enough for a long cruise, and the seats are supportive over hours of driving. Pricing starts at just under $55,000 for the base V8 model, which comes with a naturally aspirated 6.4-liter pushing 485 horsepower. Mid-range trims bring you a supercharged version with around 650 horses for roughly $68,000, and the fully loaded 807 horsepower beast we're in today stickers at just under $90,000. It's not cheap, but when you compare it to cars with similar performance numbers, it's actually pretty competitive. Add in the rarity factor, this isn't something you're going to see at every stoplight. And it starts to make a lot of sense for muscle car enthusiasts who want something different. Now, as much as I love this revival, there are a couple of things I'd suggest. First, I'd like to see a lighter weight version for track-focused buyers, maybe with some carbon fiber panels, stripped-down interior, and an even more aggressive suspension tune. Second, an electric assist hybrid version could help bridge the gap for the future, giving instant torque while keeping that V8 sound alive. Finally, a convertible option would open up the Javelin to a whole new group of buyers, because let's be honest, cruising with the top down in something like this would be pure Americana. All in all, the 2026 AMC Javelin is more than just a modern reskin of a classic. It's a statement that the muscle car spirit can evolve without losing its soul. It's powerful, it's gorgeous, and it's unapologetically different from the crowd. Whether you're a diehard and Mickett fan from back In the day or someone discovering the name for the first time, this car leaves an impression that's hard to shake. That's going to wrap up today's review. Let me know in the comments if you'd take the base V8, the mid-range supercharged, or go all in on the 807 horsepower monster. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more reviews of cars that blend the past and future, and as always, keep your foot down and your passion high.